welcome everybody. My name is Priscilla, and I'm so happy to see you here today. Thank you for joining us. We are, as usual, starting on Nepali time. So I think we have one more person waiting to join us within the next 5 minutes. So in this time, I'd love to share a little bit about myself and a little bit about what we have here. This is our collective altar. So if you have anything special to you, anything that you want to add into this circle, you are most welcome. It can be a crystal, it can be anything that's special to you. And if not, you can put in an energetic offering. So an intention, maybe a prayer, maybe a word that you're sitting with, an emotion, and you can offer it to the center just with your heart, with your mind. This space is a sacred space. What we're creating here together is an energetic circuit. So when we sit in a circle like this, we're creating a connection. And we're becoming conduits of love, of energy, and presence. Namaste. Welcome. So I'm very happy to have you all here in circle with us today. Thank you for joining us, Adi. Yes, of course. My name is Priscilla. Nice to meet you. So we're gonna go around the circle and just say our names, since we're not a very big group. It would be nice to get connected. And I have a few different practices that I'll be sharing with you in this opening session. One of them is a tea ceremony, and it's a special ritual of love, of presence, and of connection. And the whole point of this is to be here, and to be here fully, and to be here now. So during this experience, your mind might wander, you might have some thoughts come, and my only invitation to you is to just gently bring yourself back into this space, whether it be through the sounds around you, through the colors that you're seeing, through my voice, whatever it is that helps you come back into your presence. This is the small seed that I want to plant with you today. There's no right or wrong way to be here in circle, so just know that this is a safe space, that you're fully welcome here as you are, and the whole point is to have fun. Okay? Anybody here had a tea ceremony before? No? Okay. Yes? Okay, amazing. What kind of tea was it? Amazing. Wonderful. So my tea ceremony is a little bit different than the traditional ceremonies. I use a very special tea. It's called pink tea. And I'm gonna pass it around. And as it comes, you can use all of your senses to connect to the medicine of this tea. As you are taking it in, I will tell you a little bit about it. It's grown exclusively in Sri Lanka on a 70-acre estate. And it is created by a Russian scientist named Dr. Dmitry. And for about the last 8 years, we have been working together to create a selection of ceremonial, intentional teas and matcha. So I have 3 products, but today I'm sharing with you guys our very special signature pink tea. So this tea has no flowers, no fruits added to it. The pink comes from the tea leaf itself. And the tea leaf is the same tea leaf as green tea, black tea, white tea. It's called Camellia sinensis. Welcome, sister. Thank you for coming. So, the magic of this tea is that the pink, every time I've done a ceremony, it comes out a little bit different. And my belief is that our collective vibration, our collective prayers, and our collective intentions have an influence on how this tea appears. So every ceremony that I do, I'm always really excited to see what color our love is manifesting in. So this ritual is a little bit of a self-love ritual. It's a very simple practice to invite you into your heart. And the idea is to use this moment while we're preparing the tea to really just be here in your body, in your breath, in your attention, and most specifically in a intention. So we're working with intention, presence, and I believe that translates into our love in action. When we can give ourselves a goal or a feeling of what we're calling into our experience, plus the attention of sitting with that, it usually inspires us to do something, to go out in the world and to put that love into action. So my invitation to you in this circle is to maybe just take a few breaths right now and connect to your center, wherever that is in your body for you. To just invite yourself to come into your body. If it helps, you can put your hands on your body. If you're a very tactile person, I like to put my hands on my womb and my heart. And now just take a few deep breaths and just breathe into your body. What does it feel like to be here, right now, in this circle, in this body, in this present moment? Take another deep breath and just feel all the sensations in your body. This is what presence feels like. When we are fully embodied in our attention, in our intention, and in the here and now. So this is the reference point I'm sharing with you for this ceremony. Welcome, Lainey. Thank you for coming. Anytime you feel yourself drifting away, gently remind yourself to come back to your body, to come back to this moment, and to be here now. This is the foundation of our tea ceremony. So aside from that, there's nothing else to do but to just receive. I'm really happy that I'm sitting here in circle with women today. Thank you, Monica Baini, for organizing this beautiful female-oriented event. Yes, I'm so happy to be here, and I think it's so important for women to gather and to be in connection. So thank you all for hearing the invitation and coming and being here. It's really special.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Me, Yari, Sonia, and Emma, everyone. Yeah, everyone. Thank you so much. It's so like doing an intervention, creation. It's deep. It's connect, create.
So you might notice in front of you in this circle there's some beautiful artwork on these cards. This is an oracle deck created by a dear friend of mine. Her name is Autumn Sky. She's a visionary artist from Canada. And the reason I've shared them is they have a very powerful message, not only through the graphic of the art, but if you flip it around, there will be a message. So I would love for you guys to just take a moment to scan this circle. And if there is a card that really calls to you in your own timing, please feel free to pick up that card and bring it next to you. And take a moment to read the message, take a moment to look at the card, and just be with that message. It could be a universal confirmation for you. It could be an answer to a question that you've been sitting with. Whatever it is, these cards are designed to give you just a little bit of a nudge in the right direction. Also, in the center, you'll see different forms of cups. So whatever shape calls to you today, we have an abundance of cups. So I also invite you, when you're picking your card, feel free to grab a cup, the cup that calls to you. we're going to be working with a little bit of magic and alchemy. And I believe that it's really important to feel the connection. When you're doing your magic, it's really important to have that magnetic pull to something. So this is my invitation to you. If there's something that is calling to you, you're very welcome to claim it in this ceremony and make it yours for this little ritual that we're going to do. Okay. So a couple things about this pink tea before we make the tea. We're working with the water element when we make tea. And water has a consciousness, it has a memory. I don't know if any of you have heard of Dr. Masaru Emoto's work. Anybody here familiar with him? So he's a Japanese scientist. In the 80s, he started working with water. And he would take before and after pictures of the water molecules. And he did different experiments where he would write words, where he would draw pictures, and he would put it with the water. Now what his experiments showed was after a word or an image was imprinted on the water actually took form in that shape. And when they took photos of the water molecules, it would reflect that word or that intention or that shape. So for example, he wrote words like war, fear, love, joy. And the before and after photos were amazing. It was like the words that had these beautiful, happy intentions came out like beautiful crystalline snowflakes. The most gorgeous, intricate patterns, mandalas. And the words that were written like war and fear, it was distorted. It looked like people crying. It looked like violence. It looked like chaos. So one of the things that I took from that research is that water is a living entity. And in many ancient cultures, in many tribal cultures, water is revered as a god, because water is life. In our Hindu culture, we use water to cleanse ourselves, to bless ourselves. So, using this understanding that water is living, it's alive, has a consciousness, I would really love to invite you to be aware of that as you're sitting here in this circle, to be mindful of the things that you're thinking, to be mindful of the things that you're feeling, and to really make an effort to elevate yourself into a space of joy, into a space of love, into a space of compassion. Because what we're doing is we together as a circle are energizing this water. We're putting our frequencies, we're putting our energies into not only this collective circle, but especially into this water, because this is what we're working with today, specifically. Okay? So I just felt the water, and it's really hot. And in this tea ceremony, it's really important to have a lower temperature for the water. So this is where the ceremony came from, for me. When I started making this tea, I was actually a new mother. I have a 10-year-old daughter now, so I've been working with this tea for quite some time. And I realized that as a new mom, I didn't have a lot of time to be doing my yoga, to be doing my personal practice. But I could take time to make a cup of tea. 5 or 10 minutes to make a cup of tea felt okay. So I started this daily ritual where I would take 10 minutes out of my day and I would sit and I would heat the water until it cooled down to the right temperature. And in that time, I would breathe, I would feel my body, I would ask myself questions like, how am I feeling today? How can I make myself feel better? And in that 10 minutes, I was able to give so much love and so much nourishment to myself that I could go back to my daily tasks, go back to being my mom self, and feel full from the inside, and actually be able to give from a place of fullness and blueness, rather than depleted energy of trying to do everything. So as women, it's very natural. We're caretakers, we're caregivers, we're nurturers. And I find that in today's society, in today's pace of our lifestyle, it's very rarely that we stop and we give to ourselves. Some of us in this circle are healers. We give our energy out so much. We're artists. We're putting our output all the time. We're mothers, we're sisters, we're daughters. And I think for women, it's really important to not only be nurturers, but also to be receivers. This is our natural, divine birthright. As women, we are receptacles, we are receivers, we are amplifiers. And in this society, in this timeline, we're meant to be more masculine. So this ritual is also a way for you to soften into your feminine, into your receiving phase. And it's such a simple practice because we're just making tea. So it's not really anything complicated. Yeah, it's like we're literally sitting down and we're making a cup of tea. And in that cup, we're putting all our love, we're putting all our good energy, all our joyful thoughts, maybe prayers for the people that you love as well. You're just being with it. And you're taking 10 minutes out of your day to be with yourself. And in being with ourselves, we connect to all the information we need. We connect to the guidance and the intuition that we have as women. And most importantly, we're giving to ourselves so that we can feel more whole, feel more full. And then from that space, we go out into our day and we give. And it's coming from a place of wholeness. It's coming from a place of fullness. It's coming from a place of love because you've given yourself that love already. Yeah? So simple, right? Okay. So these are the little things I want to plant in your mind before we get into the ceremony, because it's like there's no right or wrong way of doing it. And I feel like everybody has their own style of loving themselves, of being with themselves. And Unity, my company, my little offering, is all about inclusivity. It's about everybody feeling like they have a place to belong. So if you look around this circle right now, you'll see women of all different backgrounds, women of all different ages. And I'm sure we all come from different stories. We all have our paths and our gifts and our talents. So with that being said, I'm gonna go around the circle and we can just introduce ourselves, our name. We don't have to make it very long, just my name, and maybe something that you are feeling or you're offering or you're just holding in your heart. And if you don't want to share anything more than your name, that's also totally welcome and totally fine. In this getting to know each other, we're creating an even stronger cohesion in our circle. So by the end of this ritual, I'd love for us to feel super connected and just really supported by this sisterhood circle that has shown up today. Okay, so my name is Priscilla Devi Prasad. I was born in Vancouver, BC, Canada. I live in Nepal. It's been 18 years plus. For my Nepali ladies, मलाई नेपाली पनि आउँछ, म नेपाली पनि भन्न सक्छु. So if you guys have any questions later and you want to talk to me, super happy to be here for you. For my English-speaking friends, if I'm speaking too fast, please let me know to slow down because I come from that side of the world where we speak really fast. I am a mother of a beautiful 10-year-old daughter, and I have a small NGO working with communities in Nepal, mainly women and children. I've been doing that for 15 years. My NGO is called Love Found, and the idea is to help people find their love and put it into action. So if you are interested in any kind of service work and working with different communities, I'm here and I'm totally happy to be that bridge and that connector for that. And my newest venture for the last 8 years is Unity. And this is the tea, this is the ceremony, their events.